Hey everybody, PM Kester here, and I am going to talk about taking a break to let go. And when I say letting go, it is very nuanced, and I've had a couple of weeks to reflect on this topic, so just go get a pencil and paper and let's unpack this, shall we? All right, so I have not posted for, I think, maybe the past couple of weeks. I have posted some reels, and man, thank y'all so much for, at least not the reels, the shorts, YouTube. Thank you so much for supporting those. I kind of feel back a little bit because life has been super stressful, but this is how I got to this message. And I have sat on this message of letting go for a couple of weeks. I came up with the idea, I wrote down some stuff that I was going to put in my newsletter. Yes, I have a newsletter. If you click the link on my YouTube page, you should be able to go to my website and sign up for the newsletter from there. But I came up with this topic, and I'm happy I got to sit on it because I really got to see letting go in action and why I needed to dig deeper and think more on what this means to me and the lessons that I have learned about letting go of certain things over the past couple of weeks. And I'm gonna kick these things off with this quote from Malik Teal. She has the My Taught You podcast. You can find her online, all things Malik Teal. And it says, I am not going to make you comfortable at my own expense. I felt like over the past couple of weeks, I have definitely had to think about that, especially in terms of all the balls in the air, and how I was sacrificing myself, my mental health, my physical health, my overall well-being to make other people comfortable. And the easiest thing to think about that pops out when saying that is, of course, at work, right? Especially as a woman of color. I'm currently in a job where I'm like the only person that looks like me in this certain area. And it's a job that I love. I prayed for this job. I got this job. But that does not negate the fact that I am in a space that is not many people that are my skin tone, like black women, that are in this area. And so I often found myself having to defend my actions and things that I do. And that came to a head last week. Also being a mother, right? And being just a woman, I have found things that I have had to let go of and expectations that people have of me. And it weighs heavy sometimes. So I wrote down a list of like 4 things that I think is important that if you think about taking a break to let go, 4 things that I have learned about letting go over the past couple of weeks. Number 1, letting go of this idea of perfection, especially in parenthood and trying to cook. Oh my gosh, y'all, when I got married years ago, I thought I was going to be one of those people that in my head, the perfect wife, cooked meals Monday through Friday, like every day. Every day I came home, cooked meals. And I tried to keep up with this schedule, and it drove me crazy. To the point, even my ex-husband now, my husband at the time, was like, you know, you really don't have to do this. Who does this? But in my head, I saw my grandma doing this, and you know, she'd be like this perfect example of like what I'm supposed to do as an adult. And it was like I was cosplaying adulthood. And so I think for me, I had to kind of let go of that perfect image and really like the cosplaying of what adulthood, what I thought adulthood was supposed to be. So having perfect dinner ready for family, being able to make every event that your child has, being able to get certain milestones by certain time periods and stuff like that. A lot of that is cosplaying. There is no like book of life on how we're supposed to be doing things and checking boxes. You know, you can still be a good mother and not have dinner on the table Monday through Friday. You can still be a good friend or a great adult and not have it all figured out. So I had to like let go of like that perfected cosplaying idea of adulthood in my head. Another thing I had to let go of was trying to force relationships. The older I get, the more I recognize that sometimes these things play out the way they play out. You try to have friends, and I know people make all these memes about, you know, what friendship looks like as an adult. I don't necessarily agree with all those memes. I think that you make time for the things that you want to make time for, and if someone, whether it is a friendship relationship or a significant other relationship, if they're not making the time for you that you expect or you need, then I think that's your answer. I mean, I think you kind of let go of like what that is and what that idea is. That friendship is not maybe the you know, the big thing that it is. And I'm not saying that you need to give up the friendship, but just kind of like let go of that idea of what you think certain things are. Also let go of trying to hold on to certain relationships. I feel like the past 6 months has seen me recognizing that my familial relationship, my relationship with my family, is probably not going to look like a lot of other people's relationship with their family. And I have reached finally the age where I'm okay with it. I'm okay with not being in certain family members' life. I'm okay with doing certain things with just my immediate family unit, so my girls. And then we incorporate like my ex-husband or whatever. And recognizing that that might be what family looks like for me. It might look like spending Christmas or Thanksgiving with like my actual friends, like my next door neighbor. We started doing more stuff together because we're in a similar family thing. So just kind of like letting go of this idea about how certain relationships are supposed to go. And the final thing, I think this is like the cusp for a lot of stuff when we talk about letting go. It's just kind of letting go of trying to control everything. My biggest thing this week is recognizing that I can't control everything. I can't control how people feel about me. I can't control how I feel about them. I can't control how stuff gets done. I can't control the weather. I can't control if my daughter is going to be mad at me about certain things. All I can control is my emotions and recognizing that I'm doing what I need to do and it's to the best of my abilities. All right, y'all. So what are some things that you are letting go of as we go into this week? Drop a comment, let me know. And what are some tips on how you recognize when it's time to let go of something in your life? Drop a comment below. Follow me on Instagram. Until next time, find a little time to take a break. Bye.